Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Is It Good review. I'm Brian, and this is Transformers Devastation, and I'm going to be showcasing this on the PlayStation. I'm sorry, the Xbox One. This is a game developed by Platinum Games, and they do a phenomenal job with all their games, and they did not stop here. Right now, I'm just going to showcase all the menus and stuff before we get into the gameplay, as I did with the Madden video. This is a challenge mode here. These are a lot of challenges you can unlock in the game as you're playing the main campaign. And yeah, that's that. Moving right along, we're going to go into the campaign, and I'm going to show you what is called the Ark, which is a place that you can actually upgrade your Autobots, change their weapons, make new make new tech boosts and things like that. Here I'm just kind of showing what the level kind of looks like, but we'll get into some more gameplay in the second half of this video. So we're going to enter the Ark with Optimus Prime here, and you won't get access to this Ark until you get a little bit further into the story. Not too far from starting. I would say probably about an hour in, you'll get access to this. But this allows you to cycle between the Autobots. You can choose from Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Sideswipe, and more. And yeah, there we go. And Wheeljack, there we go. And so yeah, and you can equip or synthesize weapons here, and I'll showcase the equipping. So you're given a melee slot, a range slot, that's the top and right boxes, and then you have two free slots, and those basically let you equip whatever else you want, whether it's another melee weapon or what have you. Also, you can do what's called synthesizing, and I'll show you that here in a second, but this allows you can also cycle through the Autobots on pretty much all the menus, whether you want to equip a new weapon or synthesize another weapon. It allows you to do all of that stuff here from there, so which is great. Also, this is how you synthesize. So you put two weapons together, and it actually shows you what kind of weapon you would create. A lot of RPG games, there are some out there that allow you to do that, take two weapons and combine them, but it doesn't quite show you what it makes. But here on Transformers Devastation, it does show you what item you make. This is the tech menu for tech slots, and these are a little boosts that you can equip, up to 3 on each of your Autobots. So like these are the ones for Optimus Prime. Those are the 2 right now for Bumblebee, and then the 2 for Wheeljack and Sideswipe. So yeah, now you can also develop tech boosts by playing a little mini game here, and you can either spend 1,000 points or currency on developing a smaller tech, or 5,000 on a better, more rare tech. You have to stop the line in between the colors here, and if you get in I think it's the darkest colored one, you make what I just did there, a really excellent tech boost. You can also fail, which I do here as well. Yeah, not so good, but still good. And you can create them. So yeah, that's what that's all about. And of course, you can cycle through your Autobots there and equip them as well. Now, this is the RPG element. Another RPG element is status. Right now, we're looking at Sideswipe's stuff here, and you can see that you can also level them up. They have endurance, strength, intelligence, stamina, and things like that you can upgrade, skill, etc. You can use some of your points that you earn in the game to actually, upgrade the characters and things like that. Or even just by defeating enemies, you can naturally upgrade that way as well. I do like the RPG elements in the game. I was really kind of threw me off actually when that was introduced, because it's not something that you gain access to right away off the top. You'll get access to that as you progress in the story or the main campaign. But when I saw this, I was like, wow, this is really neat. They actually made this Transformers game RPG-ish. So with the ability to equip weapons and craft weapons and items and level characters, this is where it shines. Let's get into the gameplay here, and I will show you what the gameplay looks like. as we jump here. Now this is going to be a fight with Soundwave. I do apologize for having no sound in this game. For some reason, when it recorded on my Xbox One, there's no sound. We'll blame Soundwave for that, though. So it's kind of fitting, actually. But the gameplay in Transformers Devastation is phenomenal, and it's quite challenging. Platinum Games, in my opinion, they're known for making difficult games, and this being one of them. The gameplay is phenomenal. The combos and the way you can attack and stuff like that are phenomenal. The controls, there really isn't that much of a learning curve. I mean, it might take you a minute to get used to things, but the combos and things are really easy to master. The bosses are hard. This is a boss. This is Soundwave. We're fighting here. Rather small boss. I will tell you guys something. About an hour into the game, even less than that, I want to say, you will encounter a boss, a rather large boss, and it really throws you right into the mix to kind of take you out of your comfort zone, if you will. Now, this game is one of those games that allows you to choose your difficulty. I'm playing this on normal, and even for being on normal, it's pretty hard. There's always this philosophy within the developer community that normal is really hard. Hard is really very hard. Yeah, so this is a very difficult game. Anyway, what's great about the RPG system and on all of that is it allows you to better prepare for a battle, which, as you can see, I did not there, as Soundwave takes me out. But the game kind of forces you to just be on your guard and be ready. There are a lot of, I wouldn't say puzzles, but, the worlds are not very open level. They're not open world. It is a very linear gameplay experience. I know a lot of people, when they see these massive worlds, especially in the first level when you're outside. Here you're underground, but when you're outside, they get the feeling of, oh, this is a giant open world Transformers game. We've had open world Transformers games in the past, which really didn't pay off too well, but this is perfect because it doesn't necessarily need to be open world. There's a lot of enemies. The game throws a ton of enemies at you, so just always be on your guard no matter what area you're in. It does keep the game very fast-paced, which is kind of what I expect for a Transformers game. I mean, I don't want to do a lot of walking or driving around. I want to be challenged. I want to have enemies coming at me from all directions, and that is exactly what Transformers Devastation provides you. So if you're one of those kind of people who just kind of like, you don't want to have, you like to have some downtime in between levels and stuff like that, might not be the game for you, because this game does throw enemies after enemies at you. Bosses are difficult and can take a little bit to defeat, which is why, once again, I said, the RPG elements in the game, you want to really make sure that you fine-tune your characters, depending on who you play as. Now, Optimus Prime is my favorite character. He's my favorite Transformer. I don't know if you can play as the Decepticons yet, because I haven't beat the story, so I don't know, honestly. And as you can see there, you're rated on each mission you complete. Each level has a certain amount of missions in them, and you're ranked based on how well you did in combat, damage you took, things like that. But as you see there, I took out Soundwave there finally, and it looks like I'm running back to the Ark here. Yeah. This is one of those games also where health can be pretty scarce. Which is why, once again, you want to really make sure that you are doing everything you can to stay on your guard. But so the question is: Transformers Devastation a good game? Yeah, it's a great game. It's not just a good game; it's a phenomenal game. When I hear that developers making games based off of series I've grown up watching as a kid, it kind of puts me on a little bit of defense. But Platinum Games, you guys did an excellent job creating this game, being backed up by Activision, a very well-known publisher. Go check this game out. Give it a rent. Thanks for watching. definitely leave a comment below, and take it easy, guys. Until next time.